with Sally Kift, who's the president of the Learning and Teaching Fellows of Australia, and Angela Carbone from Swinburne University. And we were just at a really interesting panel, and they spoke really well about employability. And so why do you think we need to build more of this into the curriculum? So I might start with Sally first.
Okay. Well, we've been doing it for a long time. The graduate attributes agenda in Australia has been going for at least a couple of decades, and we're required under the Australian Qualifications Framework to build in a range of graduate attributes: communication, collaboration, critical thinking, problem solving, self-management skills, creativity is level 7 AQF. And we also know that employability skills are a subset of graduate attributes. So we've been building that in to curriculum over a long period of time. I think the renewed emphasis and interest in graduate attributes and how that might be deployed over the curriculum has come around from this technology revolution, and the desire to ensure that our graduates are future-proofed and future-ready and ready to engage as global citizens in an uncertain world of future work. So we were talking, weren't we, Ange, about the different types of skills now. I don't think any of those skills that I've just tried to laundry list off will necessarily go away, but there's probably an emphasis now particularly on ethical capability, sort of enhanced criticality on steroids almost, design thinking, resilience we know will be very important, certainly coming at everything from a very ethical perspective to judge, the ethics of, well, as we heard from the keynote this morning, Martin Carroll, the ethics of AI and how that plays out. And then one of my main points has now been, and has been for a while, about the need to embed career development learning into the curriculum from first year to final year.
So critical. I know that at my university we take the stance that the first day of university is the first day of you as the future professional.
Beautiful.
But then for us, I find the difficulty is trying to embed that into curriculum rather than as the bolt-on, which is why I wanted to talk to Angela, because I know that you're doing some work at Swinburne around this area.
Around professional purpose. So I think what Sally's right about, we've been working towards embedding graduate attributes in the curriculum, but what I feel is that some academics have engaged with that, and some academics are doing it as a tick of the box sort of exercise. So we really want to design our curriculum using a learner-centred approach where we work with academic students and careers people. So right at the core of the curricula is developing a student's professional purpose. So it's not just about developing skills, but it's about changing the student's mindset. The mindset so that discipline knowledge is really important, but how they understand the world of work, how they understand themselves, to keep an eye out on what's happening around them, which is something that Sally mentioned in the panel, but also building their networks. Establishing the networks and understanding the value of networks and expanding them is really important.
That idea of professional purpose, I think, is really interesting. I know there's a big focus on academic integrity across all universities as well, and there's been some discussion that it's not just academic integrity, this is that ethics and personal integrity that we need to try and instill into students.
Well, it'll stop you getting admitted to your particular profession if you're found to not have engaged in academic integrity, if we can try and put it in the semi-positive.
But I also think, a really interesting presentation I went to at the conference was about digital stories. And digital stories is a way that students can be really authentic, because they talk about themselves in the tasks that they're doing. So they don't go to sites where they say, write an essay and I'll submit that, or write a piece of code. It's how they develop, how they're thinking that they went through to get to that point. So I think, we've got to start thinking a little bit more creative around the learning experiences we give our students and the tasks that we set. So, and embedding that across the whole student journey. So I think it's really important, and I think there's been really good presentations around that.
It has been. This is my first STARS, and so
welcome.
Kathy Adair from UTS said you have to come, and she'd seen something I presented at UTS and said bring it to STARS, and it's been really eye-opening. Because at accounting conferences it's usually very discipline specific research, and education research is sort of a side thing, so it's really nice to come to such a fantastic conference. So thank you very much for chatting with me, and if you want to find out any more about either of the work of these fantastic academics. I'll put links in the comments to the video.
Oh, thank you. Bye.
Bye.